Hello, ladies and gentlemen. Welcome back to another episode here on African Confessions. The following story that you're going to be listening to, it was sent to me by one of our dear brothers. So this is the translation of the message that he sent to me. The translation reads like this. Hello, Brother Nanshi, how are you? Can you please post my own story as hidden identity? I have come here on your platform and I want to confess how I became a fake white garment prophet. But when I came here to South Africa, I was still okay. But the problem with being in South Africa is if you do not have any money, I am telling you, you will starve to death, because everything here, it is all about money. If you do not have any money, then you do not mean anything. So when I was still back home in Zim, I had already started assisting people. Like when I was still in my high school, just after I had started my high school, that was when I started assisting people. I used to hear the voices of my ancestors, and believe you me, I never even wanted to be this person that I am right now. I never wanted to speak with the spirits of the dead. I never wanted to speak with my ancestors, but they started communicating with me, and each and every day my ancestor will come to me and she will tell me that I was supposed to tell my father that a traditional ceremony was supposed to be done so that the full possession can take place. But I kept on refusing until one day when I woke up, I was feeling really cold. I was like, where are my blankets? When I was searching for my blankets, that was when I saw that I was no longer in my spare bedroom, but I was in the mountains. And when I looked around, I saw that I had never been in this part of the country like in my life. And later on, after I had found everything that my ancestors wanted me to find in that mountain, when I walked to the next village, that was when I told them where I wanted to go. Most of the people that I was talking to, they started laughing, because I was like almost 200 kilometers from our village. How I had managed to cover 200 kilometers in a space of only about 3 to 4 hours, I could not even understand. But in that moment when I woke up, when I found myself in that mountain, that was when I started climbing down that mountain, and I was really scared. And then I saw a leopard. That was when I saw a leopard that was chasing after me. When I saw this leopard that was chasing after me, that was when I started running. But this leopard, it was really fast. When this leopard was about to bite me, it then transformed itself and it became this very beautiful African woman, but she was a giant. And she told me that she was my great grandmother, and she had been sent back to the land of the living, and she wanted me to heal people, to become a traditional healer. She said that you cannot run away from this duty. Walked until we arrived at this other cave. She pointed at that cave, and unfortunately she said that she had gotten so tall that she could not be able to fit inside that cave. But she said that my bones, they are there. I walked into that cave. To my surprise, it was like my eyes had night vision, because I could see everything that was going on. When I went in there, indeed, I saw that there were bones that were in there, and I knew that these were the bones of my ancestor. And I saw that beside the bones, there was this other walking stick that I am still using even up until this day. So that is what she wanted me to get. I took that walking stick and I then started walking out of that cave. When I exited that cave, I saw that same leopard. She had transformed and she had become a leopard, and she just walked away. So I kept on hearing her voice. I went back home and I showed my father and my mother the walking stick that I had gotten from that mountain. And when they heard that this mountain, the place where I had gone to, it was close to 200 kilometers, they knew that indeed our ancestors, they wanted me to become a traditional healer. So the ceremony was done. Then I started working as a traditional healer. But the problem was that people were not bringing money. My father wanted money. So he said that it was far much better that I stopped being a traditional healer. Then I started to go to church. That is how I started being a white garment prophet. So people would bring their livestock. Then this other friend of mine, he had came to South Africa, and when he returned back home, he had a lot of stuff, speakers and everything. My father then said that I want you to go to South Africa with him. Maybe you will be able to get some customers that will pay you some money. Look at these villagers, all that they pay you with their chickens and these livestock that they. And my father said, in this village, if you stay here, you are going to remain poor. So I thought of coming to South Africa. When I came here, I then opened up my small church. After I had opened up my small church, I was someone that was really honest, and all that I wanted to do was to help people. But the people that I was helping, those were the ones that changed me. Because after I would have helped them, some they would bring 1,000, 2,000 rands. So each and every time when someone will come to me, and after I would have assisted them, if that person will not give me any money, then I'll start to do some prayers calling the dark angels to cause problems in that person's life until the person would have come to pay me. So that is how it all started. I then partnered with another South African Sangoma who had heard about my spiritual powers. He came to the place where I was staying. It was late at night, and he said that since he was known in the community, he did not want to see he said that he did not want people to see him coming to my shrine. I asked him why was he at my shrine. He said that he had heard about my spiritual powers and he wanted me to help him so that he can have the same spiritual powers that I had. I told him the same story that I told you of me meeting my ancestor, and I said that unfortunately I don't have the power to help you, but I can give you some charms. These charms, they will attract people to come to you. So I gave him the charms. He went and he said that the charms, they were working. There were a lot of customers that were coming to his shrine as well. And this man, he started telling me that he has a lot of customers. Some of them, he had some unfinished business because he was unable to assist them. Those ones that were being troubled by some tokologies. He spoke of this other man who was working in the government, but he has since passed away. That man, he was a very wealthy man, but the problem was that when he started his political career, the time when he was in exile in Mozambique, he had been given a cow's horn, and the day that I went to see that cow's horn, which was protecting him when he was in exile, because he did not want the apathy, because he did not want to be arrested each and every time when he would have a mission to return back to South Africa. So he was using that cow's horn, but this cow's horn, it had transformed itself and it had became a tokology. The day that we went to his house, when I saw his tokology, the cow's horn, it was breathing, Brother Nashi, just like what a normal human being does. It was breathing, and there was blood that was constantly coming out of that cow's horn. And he told us that this was the blood of his own relatives. So after we had assisted this man, I then took that cow's horn, like I had always done. I wanted to destroy that cow's horn. And when I wanted to destroy that cow's horn, that was when I thought of keeping it for myself, for it told me that it had the potential to make money. So I then spoke with the spirit that was possessing the cow's horn, and we had an agreement and we signed the contract. So this cow's horn is the one that I am using even right now. So whenever I am broke, when I want to make money, I'll just go, it's either into the suburbs or into the locations, and I'll target the houses of the people that I'll see that they have money. And sometimes I can just sit around looking at the people as they will be driving in and out of their houses. And if I see that these people, they are driving very nice cars, then I will take the horn. When I will be passing by your house, then I will point at your house. The moment that I do that, then it will communicate with all the demons that follow your family, because each and every family, it has its own demons that follow the bloodline. So after the horn would have communicated with the demons, then the demons will start to afflict your family until you would have come to me so that I can assist you. Dear listeners, right there was a message that was sent to me by one of our dear brother. Strange things indeed they do happen in this world.